I think the modern world and even the postmodern world that we live in is still very much preoccupied with math as a descriptive language that lends itself to controlling. Postmodernism, in one sense, is about the idea that there is no meta-narrative, and science was thinking of itself as the meta-narrative that would solve all the problems, replacing in the West, to a large extent, as it has Christianity, which was, in the Western world, a overreaching meta-narrative at one time. So despite the fact that modern science has been dethroned, so to speak, by postmodernism, not everyone is willing to go along with that, and I think that there's still a lot of faith, if you will, without thinking about it, in the idea that that we can master the natural world, and math is, as I say, a very prominent language in this thinking and in this faith. I don't think that's a very well-reasoned faith, but as opposed to that language, the sacred texts of India, they speak poetically about the natural world. I don't think that the poetic descriptions of the world, where persons, for example, are posited, nature is a person, the mater, mother nature. This is an ancient Latin idea as well, but the Indians have, I think, Vedanta has emphasized it considerably and very thoughtfully, the idea that nature is a person. There's, as much as there's consciousness behind nature, but to speak about the world poetically, I don't mean to speak about it fictitiously, but poetry tends to extend the natural world in a way that will correspond with the fact that we extend beyond the natural world, and our sense, as I said earlier, that there's more to life than what meets the eye and the mind. In poetry, the moon can have wings and fly across the sky. Poetry and song, they are more of a participatory language, speaking to us as to how to participate in nature in a particular way, that we may learn her secrets. After all, Grover Cleveland, he made a nice statement that if you love someone, they'll tell you all their secrets. So when we seek to conquer nature, to control nature, again, for what? For the small purpose in our mind. We may say, I want to control it so that I won't die, but what will you do when you're alive? You may be better off dead. So when we seek to control nature, it's reasonable to conjecture that if she has any secrets to offer, she may hold the best ones back. Whereas if we love the natural environment, we can exercise some control, obviously, as stewards, but with a purpose in mind that doesn't constitute living as a burden, if you will, to the earth. If we can harness nature with a view to understand the difference between ourselves and matter. This will be a kind of mastery of nature, if you will, that nature won't resist, will come to assist us, and so forth. So with song, with poetry, that the ancient texts and the spiritual seekers tend to speak about the world with such languages, through such mediums, they seek to engage us in the world in such a way that we can actually learn the secrets of nature. And the real secret of nature is that it has a soul, and it's you and me. It comes to the fore in human life, and it can be realized, and so forth. This secret will never be understood by trying to control nature for the purposes, selfish, national, even planetary, and so forth. I mean, we can be environmentalists, that's good, but if our purpose in preserving the natural environment is to try to remain within it, that's not that will not be possible. So really, I think that if we are truly an environmentalist in the full sense of the term, and we love nature, then we will interact with nature in such a way that her secret will be revealed, the ultimate secret, that she has a soul, and as I say, it's us. That's what we are, consciousness. And it comes very much to the fore in human life. So human life is for, I would say, this purpose, for realizing the self.